take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they splash? Did they drill? Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 24-yard line. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Washington.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
He's across midfield.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Gibson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brought down at the 30.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st down, Washington.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And he'll find Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Tannehill's pass.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Washington.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Off the option, that's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Browns' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. A 2nd-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap to give to Dobbins. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
third down, Mayfield. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Tannehill on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going deep for Walker. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds an opening past the 40. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
That's good.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on.
I don't care what sport you're playing.
2nd and 2.
Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Dobbins running out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this one incomplete. too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Washington first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First down, Washington.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Third down. It's Gibson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson as the first half is winding down, and Washington has retaken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Push him back. Push him back. 45.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On first down, Gibson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now it's Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 33 yards that time.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From a yard out, And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. This is why I could never make it as a quarterback at any level, especially the NFL. To have the poise to stay in that pocket, know you're going to take the hit, but still deliver it for a touchdown. Great play.
I have to agree with you on that one. When I see those hits coming, I'm wanting to exit the pocket. I'm getting the heck out of there. Instead, we just saw someone stay in there and make the throw downfield.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the safe, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until
the Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up
another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check 40. Run. Check 45.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
The tackle made.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Out of bounds.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach? He rifles one that's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. J.K. Dobbins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes this Washington 28. Browns 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Staying on the ground, it's Love. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll find Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to number 18.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And the Washington first down.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
It's 4th down.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14.
This Washington 35, Browns 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and among...
Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Here's Jarvis Landry with a nice reception and pickup there. And when you say Pro Bowl, you better think Jarvis Landry. He's been selected to it every year since 2015. The only season he's missed is rookie year. And he is durable and tough. We talk about that all the time. How about this for an example? Hasn't missed a game in his first 6 seasons and was a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd time in 2019.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
take over.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, alert 33. Come on. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Coming. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey. Don't get nervous. Mike 55. Check 55, Mike. Not here.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now, Tannehill. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Mack Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run with Love. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's Love again. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. Kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We just slip on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill. This the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing to the hill. We just slip on.